village from the face of the earth.
It's still working. Rupert, do you think he tricked us?
No, Bill. Professorius is too much like our professor. I hope.
The governor will never be able to finish his road in time without that machine.
So those barbarians think they can stop me, do they? We shall see about that. Guards! Guards!
I assure you the villagers had nothing to do with it.
I stood guard myself the entire night.
The stress of operating at such an extreme pace was simply more than my machine could withstand. I shall have it operational again in a matter of weeks.
Weeks? Caesar will arrive any day now. There will be no point in completing the road after he's gone.
How terribly unfortunate, Your Excellency. No one wishes you will be granted a posting back to Rome more than I. Believe me.
Assemble your men. I shall oversee the completion of the road myself. I will not allow that filthy collection of stick hovels to stand in my way.
Nutwoodium may be saved, but we still have the problem of how to get back to Nutwood.
I'm sure Professorius will...
I'm afraid sabotaging the machine didn't buy as much time as I had hoped.
They're going to burn the village!
We can't let that happen!
I agree, Rupert. However, the three of us aren't enough to fight fire with fire.
Maybe not. But what if we fight fire with water?
Hey, what the?
Where did I come from?
Rain from a perfectly clear blue sky? How can this be?
I can think of only one person who could cause such a miracle to happen.
We'll give the entire village such a good soaking it won't dry out for a week.
That ought to leave Governor Porticus high and dry.
Who'd have guessed my boulder-removing catapult would be a rainmaker as well? I must admit I hadn't thought of the possibilities.
Indeed, Professorius. And I'll wager you didn't think of the possibility I would catch you at your traitorous little games. Take him to the villa!
A bit of an overreaction, if you ask me.
I never did like Roman history, and it's even worse when you're a part of it.
Whoa, steady now, steady boy.
Sounds like someone's in trouble. What happened? Are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine. One moment I'm riding like the wind, then suddenly, with no warning, the road ends.
But everyone knows the road isn't finished. Unless... You must be traveling with the mighty Caesar. Is he here?
Perhaps, but he wouldn't like his presence to be known just yet. Heave! When my companions and I made camp at the head of this magnificent road, I couldn't resist going for a midnight gallop. And now it looks like I've a long walk back for my troubles.
Don't worry. I know just where we can get this mended.
By Zeus, that's good of you, lads. I shall not soon forget this village of Nutwoodium and the kindness its inhabitants have shown a weary traveler.
I'm afraid it will be nothing but a memory for everyone if Governor Porticus has his way.
What do you mean, Rupert?
It's a long story. You see, it all has to do with that road you were on. It was built by a friend of ours who eventually came to an impasse in the road and decided to...
Why would anyone imprison a brilliant fellow who can produce such a magnificent road? And you say his only crime is that he refused to lay waste to this tiny village?
Governor Porticus wants to impress Caesar with a perfectly straight road.
And that means a perfectly flat, not woodium.
I'm most obliged, Cedricus. And I'm doubly indebted to you boys. I must hurry back to camp. But I'd like to do something to repay your kindness. After all, one good turn deserves another.
How about a chariot ride?
Rupert, this is no time for a joyride. What about Professorius?
That's just it, Bill. If the mighty Caesar really is the great man everyone says he is, I'm sure he'll want to spare Professorius and that woodium.
Caesar would be glad to know you put such faith in his judgment.
Do you think he might agree to see us?
I'll see what I can do.
Wow!
Rupert, what if Caesar is too busy to see us? Or worse, what if he doesn't believe us?
He just has to, Bill.
By order of the great Caesar, you are to follow me.
Can you see our friend from last night?
He must be here somewhere. But amongst all these soldiers, I can't spot him.
This way.
Wait! Where's Caesar? We have to talk to him.
Don't get left behind.
But I've never driven a chariot!
Oh, mighty Caesar, it is such an honor to have you grace this lowly frontier outpost with your most august presence. Everything you see has been created by me, your most humble admirer, and dedicated in your honor. I realize that the road is as yet incomplete, but I am not to blame, sire. Guards! This is the villain who sabotaged the road that was to be the crowning tribute to your glory. He is yours to do with as you see fit. And what's more, I have devised a little entertainment that I hope will more than make up for this villain's act of treason.
He's planning to flatten that woodium. We've got to get down there and do something. Yeah!
Rupert, what are we doing?
We have to get this machine onto the road. Pull!
Yup, yeah!
So, those interfering bumpkins want to add to the entertainment.
Yeah!
It's Caesar!
Together now. Pull!
You shall pay dearly for your...
Release them this instant.
Caesar! Sir, Your Excellency! Thank you!
Yes, we'd have been flat as pancakes if you hadn't come along when you did. Your Majesty.
But why did you help us?
Why, Rupert, haven't I always said one good turn deserves another?
It's